Gabriel Jesus to Arsenal. A deal has been agreed, and Fabrizio Romano and David Austin have come out and confirmed this. Remember, Jacobs Ben was really on the football terrace and confirmed this. But as you know, he is not a tier one journalist, according to me. But Fabrizio Romano and David Hodgson, when they come out and really agree on a deal like this, just know it's going to happen. We are talking Hector Bellerin into this episode. Then there is Liasandro Martinez in there for you, and a couple of all sources that are really referring a deal of Gabriel Jesus to Arsenal done, dusted, and sealed. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys? Smash the like button as you see there. Subscribe and hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified each and every time I upload a video onto this channel in here onto our channel. I go by the names of Rokani David. This is the channel that brings you latest information, and it goes by the names of Rokani Media Football. Let's kickstart off our story of the day with a reporter coming in from France giving us an update on a right back at the side which goes by names of Arsenal, who goes by names of Hector Bellerin, saying that Atletico Madrid are investigating the possibility of Hector Bellerin. All right, let's set the ball rolling. Now, Hector Bellerin has been linked to a side which goes by names of Juventus, and that is Italy. And who is coming into the mix? One of those is Rabiot. Rabiot is a French international who came in from PSG and went to a side which goes by names of Juventus, the old lady in Turin, Italy. And he has not been a player that is really so much interesting or enticing to the manager of Juventus, who is really going on to try to get them back to the glorious days, because for the very first time in like a decade, Juventus has spent 2 years without winning the Serie A title. Inter Milan won it last season. This season, it has been Inter Milan. And when you look at the reinforcements that these two teams are really making, it shows you that something is not okay with the side which goes by names of Juventus, and lots of things needs to be put at par and need to be set up in there for you. So, a side which goes by names of Juventus is interested in Hector Bellerin to go in and play that right back. Remember, the right back of Juventus, this Colombian international, is it Cuadrado in there? He was the lad playing that side. However much he's not a right winger, but most of the games he's seen to be playing all that side in there for you and that entire line. So they will believe that they will need a natural right back, and Hector Bellerin is one of those that they're idealizing to come in and get the job done. To me, I really feel that it's so much okay for Arsenal to get in Rabiot and do a swap deal with Juventus. Arsenal, I need of a central midfielder who can get the job done. I really believe that the only central midfielder at Arsenal who is better than Thomas Partey is... Sorry, the only central midfielder at Arsenal who is better than Rabiot is only Thomas Partey. Rabiot is better than El Nini. Rabiot is better than Lokonga. He's better than Granit Xhaka. All of those is better than them, unless otherwise Arsenal really want to get in money for this player, because Atletico Madrid can get them the money they want. He is really a very exciting young back. Remember, he's not young, he's like 27, 28 years of age. He came into the Arsenal squad under Arsene Wenger. And I remember very well that he came in from La Masia and he went to the Arsenal Academy, and Arsene Wenger really brought him to the first team of Arsenal and granted him his first debut for Arsenal. Atletico Madrid wanting him in means that there is money involved in the deal. And Atletico Madrid might be having a very good relationship between them and Arsenal. Reason being, these two teams have done deals before. They got a deal done of a player who goes by the name of Thomas Partey to Atletico Madrid. Sorry, Thomas Partey to Arsenal, you know that very well. So it looks like Atletico Madrid, if at all they are serious, as being reported by Ekrem Konwa, then this deal might happen, according to the relationship that Edu really has with Atletico Madrid. They've conducted very many businesses before. I really believe that these two can come to a common understanding. And you never know, Arsenal can go in and bring in a player who goes by the names of... Sorry, Arsenal can go in and sell a player who goes by the names of Hector Bellerin to Atletico Madrid side in there for you. And I don't know what you think about this, but it's really a very good deal. But it will depend on whether Arsenal are interested in Rabiot, all money. If at all Arsenal are interested in Rabiot, they'll say to Juventus, please, let's do a swap deal. If they're interested in money, Arsenal will go in and tell them that, please, if at all you don't have money, we are selling him to Atletico Madrid. I think that's the case for Arsenal and Hector Bellerin in there for you, as the preseason starts on Monday. Pre-season training for almost all the Premier League sides starts on Monday. You know that very well. It starts on Monday. For Juventus, when did we last see a player crossing from Juventus to Arsenal? I think that was Thierry Henry coming from that side to come in the side which goes by the name of Arsenal. Arsenal last sold a player to Juventus. I think that was Patrick Vieira. And did Patrick Vieira go for any money? I remember even Aaron Ramsey never went for money. He let his contract expire at Arsenal and he went in at Juve to earn close to £400,000 a week because he was a free agent. Which player came in from Juventus to Arsenal or vice versa? I don't remember. That shows you that business-wise, Arsenal and Juventus are not good at doing business in their FMU. Hector Bellerin, rumored to be leaving a side which goes by the names of Arsenal because in the not the plans of a manager who goes by the names of Arteta Mikel. Then Fabrizio Romano has come out and offered an update on Liasandro Martinez. Arsenal is interested in Liasandro Martinez. The first offer was bounced. It was rejected by Ajax. And Ajax are saying on Julian Timber and Liasandro Martinez, one of those is up for sale. If one goes, then one will stay. But I doubt all what Ajax is saying. Ajax is a money-making team. They are like an academy for the big guru teams around Europe. That's what they do. Remember way back in the season of 2019, they sold Frankie de Jong, they sold Matthias de Ligt, they said close to 4 players. Then the next season, Ziyech and Danny Van Beek left. You know that very well. And this is a selling team. They are a selling team. Let no one lie to you. And Fabrizio Romano is going to confirm that Arsenal want Liasandro Martinez. Arsenal is really doing great things in this transfer window. They had new contacts with his agent, and after an opening bid was turned down by Ajax, but at the moment there is no fresh bid. Arsenal are on it. Liasandro is one to watch for the coming week. Ajax want around 45 to 50 million euros. So I really believe that Arsenal are really going to go ahead and get this deal done. 45 million euros cannot really stop Arsenal from getting the player they want. And I think they're still weighing up Liasandro Martinez and William Saliba. But it has been already confirmed that William Saliba is returning to Arsenal and Liasandro Martinez is being wanted. So I'm asking myself, Arsenal is short of central defenders, yes or no? The answer is yes. Reason why? Arsenal, when you look at its first centre-back pairing, Gabriel Magalhaes and Ben White, it's really perfect. But if any of those is not into that central defense, Arsenal is shaky. You cannot bring in Rob Holding to do the job. Callum Chambers was sold. Arsenal's back line is relying on the life of 3 defenders. Gabriel Magalhaes, Callum Chambers, no, not Callum Chambers, Rob Holding and Ben White. That means Arsenal should go in and bring in 2 more, because last season they're not in Europe, but this time they're going to be playing on the weekend and on Thursday. That's why they want William Saliba back, and they want Liasandro Martinez to come in and play that side of the central defense, especially the Magalhaes role, because Saliba can go ahead and play the Ben White role, but who can play onto the left side of the central defense? It's Liasandro Martinez. That's why Arsenal are so much in for this left-footed defender, and he not only plays onto the left side of the central defense, he can play as a left back and he can play at the same time as a central midfielder. That's why Mikel Arteta is so much dying to get his signature. But they face competition from Manchester United, because Manchester United also wants Liasandro Martinez. They have not yet made any bid, but they feel like they can go in and do this deal immediately, because United is saying that to get any deal done, they have to first go ahead and get a deal of a player who goes by the names of De Jong done first. If De Jong is done, then everything is going to go on very well, and United will go ahead and really clinch other deals. This is an advantage to Arsenal. If at all they can complete Rafinha and Gabriel Jesus via the weekend, then they can go in and really settle onto the Liasandro Martinez deal, because it's easy. Only 45 million euros are needed, and Arsenal can negotiate it down. United are worse at negotiating. That's why I don't count them into this mix. I support Manchester United, but I really believe that United cannot negotiate with Arsenal. Arsenal has negotiated very many deals that have really led to a reduction of money that is being expected. But United doesn't, and United takes long to negotiate a deal. Look at De Jong. From 7th July up to the end of June, close to 2 months, they are negotiating one deal. But Arsenal negotiated the Marquinhos deal, it got done. They negotiated a Martinez deal, it got done in the space of like 2 days. Fabio Vieira, it was just 1 day, and the deal was announced. Here we go. After then, they've gone in for Gabriel Jesus. Everything is done. We are coming then later to come in and bring you that story later. Then a Rafinha deal is also going to happen. Arsenal is doing multiple deals at the same time. United is waiting for De Jong to be done and dusted. Arsenal can use this chance and really use it to go in and sign a player who goes by the names of Liasandro Martinez. And I know if at all they really go in very well the monies, they'll get this player and they'll be ready for the season in there for you. So that's what Fabrizio Romano really had to tell us about a player who goes by the names of Liasandro Martinez, to a side which goes by the names of Arsenal. Now, yesterday was really a very good day for Arsenal. A hulabaloo was caused onto social media, and guess what happened? David Austin was the first to come in and say on The Athletic that Arsenal have reached an agreement with Man City to sign striker Gabriel Jesus for £45 million. Still some bits to sort, but Arsenal on course to secure the 25-year-old Brazilian, who also had interest from Chelsea and Tottenham in there for you. Arteta's top target, obviously, that was David Austin. David Austin came up and really put up this story. Then, just seconds after David Austin really revealed this, even the drones of Fabrizio Romano were way up down into the meeting points of Arsenal and Man City, and this is what they got. The drones brought him this news that indicated Arsenal and Man City have reached full verbal agreement to take for Gabriel Jesus. Deal in place after meeting, being told guaranteed fee is £45 million. Arsenal are now working on personal terms with Gabriel Jesus' camp step to get the deal completed. That is at Fabrizio Romano. What a weekend for Arsenal. After getting in Fabio Vieira, bidding in for Rafinha, preparing a second bid, and now they are getting the deal of Gabriel Jesus done. Arsenal are really doing great in there for you. But before all those people coming through to do the needful and say it, Charles Watts in there had something to say, but there is a man who goes by the names of Jacobs Ben, as you see on the 23rd, by the way, it was on the 22nd night, while he was appearing on Football Terrace, he came out and broke this news that everyone is capitalizing on. Jacobs Ben, I really don't rate him highly, but he has been on point in this transfer. He came out and said Gabriel Jesus, as I understand from sources, is sold under the Arteta and Arsenal strategy, based upon a focal in the team. The terms will probably see him earn £22,000 a week. I believe verbally Arsenal and Man City have agreed upon a fee. For him, when he let out this statement, he had like a hint, but he was not 100% sure. But the Fabrizio Romano of this world came out after 2 days to put this stamped and really know that it's booked, stamped, and ready for shipping. That means Gabriel Jesus is stamped and ready to ship to a side which goes by the names of London. From Manchester to London, that's where he's going. Then Charles Watts, you know him very well, Arsenal correspondent for Goal. He came out and said Arsenal are now agreed a £45 million deal for Gabriel Jesus. There is still some work to be done. Everything is finalized, but this should hopefully be the easy part. Thanks to all the work that has already been done, we are getting there. That is Charles Watts. He says we are getting there because he is a man who supports Arsenal in there for you. So lots of stories are really coming through about a man who goes by the names of Gabriel Jesus. Then via Sky Sports at All Heart AFC. This is an Arsenal correspondent. You see All Heart in there for Sky Sports in there for you. And he's a freelancer journalist, said Arsenal are closing on signing Gabriel Jesus from Man City on a fee of £45 million. The Gunners are also in talks with Leeds winger Rafinha and Ajax defender Liasandro over a move. AFC are planning to sign 2 fullbacks this summer in there for you. And this is another story in there that I never even thought of that Arsenal are really interested in. The reason as to why Arsenal want Liasandro Martinez, it's simple. It's a 2-in-1 signing, not a 2-in-1 signing. It's a 3-in-1 signing. Central defense, left back, and central midfield. That's why Arteta is dying to get him. The player is multi-purpose. He's like a Ben White. Ben White can play into the central defense, he can play as a right back, and he can play as a central midfielder. To me, I'm tarnishing all the rumors that Arsenal are really looking in for 2 fullbacks. That's out, because if you have in William Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, Ben White, and Rob Holding, plus Liasandro Martinez, that means you have 2 players who play in the central defense who can play on the left back and right back respectively. That is Ben White on the right back. He can play there very well if Tomias really gets an injury. Then you can fix the central defense with Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes. The left back, Liasandro Martinez, can come in and do that. That's what Arsenal really want to do. They want to sign in a player who is more likely Ben White, like a Ben White, but not right-footed, but left-footed. I really pour water onto this story of Arsenal planning to sign 2 fullbacks this summer. That's out. They are not going to sign fullbacks because Arsenal are in need of close to 6-7 players, and they've already brought in 3. The remaining 4 is Rafinha, Yuri Tielemans, Gabriel Jesus, and Liasandro Martinez. No fullbacks is needed at Arsenal because they know everything is going to go on as planned. Even they are holding on the transfer of Nuno Tavares because very many teams have really shown interest in Nuno Tavares. Very many teams have shown interest in Lautaro Martinez. And I assume that when they bring in Liasandro Martinez, then they will 100% check in for a sale of Nuno Tavares in there for you. Then we have another story. Ryan Taylor quotes Fabrizio Romano also too, says Arsenal have now struck $45 million deal with Gabriel Jesus. Expectation move will be completed next week once personal terms agreed. Talks also ongoing with Leeds Rafinha, who is another priority target alongside Liasandro Martinez. People are so much talking about Rafinha, and I really believe that if I'm to include Rafinha into this story, you guys, we will be here for a whole day. But let's just get done with all the Gabriel Jesus news. Then the Rafinha story will come in later, and that is going to be our second Arsenal story of the day in there. Remember, on this channel we do stories of all teams apart from Manchester United, because I own an independent channel known as Manchester United Matters channel that does what we call all the Arsenal content in there for you. And for all those that don't really know about that channel, look for it. It's Manchester United Matters channel in there for you. So smash the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell as you see down in there. You won't miss out on any story that we upload in here on a daily. Now there is an exclusive coming in from a man who goes by the names of Mike Kagan. D is a sports news correspondent for Mail Sport. He has come out and said, exclusive, Gabriel Jesus from Man City to Arsenal set to go through in the next 7 to 10 days, around £50 million. Agreement agreed. Also detail on Calvin Phillips to City per David Austin and J. Passy Telegraph earlier. And before I really bring in and really tarnish out and really give credit to the person who really deserves it, I really want to come out and tell you that Man City have agreed a deal for Calvin Phillips from Leeds to the Etihad. They have agreed a deal of 45 or 43 million pounds that will amount to 50 million pounds, and Man City are really waiting for Arsenal to cash in for Gabriel Jesus. They are going to use that money to go in and bring in Calvin Phillips. Then him saying that Gabriel Jesus from Man City to Arsenal is set to be through in the next 7 to 10 days, that was really revealed by Ben Jacobs. It's not news. Goldbridge calls it slow sports news. Slow sports news coming in from Mike Keegan of Mile Sports saying that Gabriel Jesus to Man City is said to happen in the next 7 to 10 days. That was already reported by Jacobs Ben. You get? So that is the timeline that Jacobs Ben gave this deal. But lastly, this is the transfer guru. This is why this guy is the best for me. He's the best in the game. Amidst him coming out and really sharing everything that is the same as David Austin and very many others, he always has something left with him. He always has a trick that he doesn't reveal that makes him different. Then Fabrizio Romano has gone ahead to say on Gabriel Jesus, an agreement was reached on Friday afternoon. You get? That means when Ben Jacobs came in to really see this, he had just really gotten a grip of the deal that there is a verbal agreement agreed. But Fabrizio Romano comes out and really gives you a detailed explanation of how this deal came to an agreement between Man City and Arsenal. An agreement was reached on Friday afternoon after a meeting between the two boards, an agreement of £45 million. This is the fee. I'm told it will be a 5-year contract, but they need to clarify some details before it's a here we go. That is Fabrizio Romano for you, a man of all seasons, and he's the reason as to why these deals are really so much exciting, because he really gives us the news that you guys really are waiting for in there for you. Fabrizio Romano has come out and really told us that it's a 5-year contract for Gabriel Jesus, and they're really working on some details before it's a here we go. And that means a here we go is not far away from being mentioned in there for you. And that is Fabrizio Romano in there for you. And said on Friday afternoon, that is yesterday, that's when the deal was agreed in there for you. So thank you, Fabrizio Romano, for really giving us that update here onto our channel, which goes by the names of Rokani Media Football in there for you. So your reactions are welcome onto all the stories we've done. One, we've done a story of Hector Bellerin being referred to Atletico Madrid and Juventus. For Juventus, it's a swap. They don't want to put in money, but Atletico Madrid want to pay cash. So, do Arsenal want cash, or they want a swap deal for Hector Bellerin and Rabiot? Secondly, Liasandro Martinez being explained here for you. Arsenal are really chasing for the signature, and very soon they'll be getting him done in there for you. Thirdly and lastly, Gabriel Jesus. It has been a video of close to 13-14 minutes of Gabriel Jesus, Fabrizio Romano, David Austin, Ben Jacobs, and very many other correspondents in there from all sorts of the world in there for you. So I go by the names of Rokani David. Your reactions are welcome, and people, I appreciate your comments that you do put onto this video. Smash the like button, and this is how we do it onto this channel. You see how those things happen? Smash the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, then you're really going to be an accustomed viewer of Rokani Media Football. That's what I had for you guys. More 2 stories of Arsenal to go, but today I'm bringing you a story about Rafinha next, then Liasandro Martinez, and there is a William Saliba story that Marseille are preparing a bid for a man who goes by the names of Saliba, and they want to give it to Arsenal, though Arsenal feel like they won't accept it. I sign out for now. See you later. Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening.